So one of the things that we get asked often is what's the difference between an advisory board and a board of directors? And so what we like to say as consultants when we're working with nonprofit organizations and how we like to explain that is really in the context of those legal responsibilities and obligations in terms of the board of directors having that legal fiduciary responsibility to govern the actions of the organization. And the advisory board is really your go-to group of folks that can really help you think through some thorny issues or help you to start or kick off a campaign if you're doing a capital campaign, for example. But they tend not to have that legal liability. And in fact, we try to encourage organizations to refer to them as advisory councils, for example, instead of advisory board. It's still work in progress to get organizations to move away from that well-known, comfortable term of advisory board. But it really helps to differentiate between who has that legal responsibility and who's giving you advice to help you with different issues that arise relating to your organization where you might want to have a go-to expert who's not necessarily serving on your board of directors. Josue, have you worked with advisory councils in that regard in the work that you've done, either as board member or as executive director?
Yes, as a matter of fact, and I think that's a really excellent definition. I feel that, yes, the board, has these, fiduciary and duties, right? These duties where, they're really, it's a part of their service. And the advisory board, I think in many ways, it could be someone that's building up to a board. In many cases, you want to build your board. And so I think it's just a really great space. And also, executive directors really have there is a lot of need for a lot of counsel. There's a lot of need for, cuddling up and having some top thought partners. And so an advisory board can really be incredibly helpful just to have some people to huddle with as you talk through ideas and develop some strategies, and as you prepare to get proposals for the board and things of that nature. So they're distinct, but they're related. And so that's a really great question.